Hey, welcome to the video. My name is Daniel with 1 Month No Carbs. And today I'd like to share with you one of my favorite apps on the internet. It's called Cronometer. And it's a free software to use. It's cloud-based and they have ads to support the platform. So you can upgrade to gold, but you don't have to if you don't need to. Today, what I'd like to do is to introduce you to the platform to show you how to set it up from start and how to use it to help you with any weight loss program you have. It's going to help you understand what you eat. It's going to help you understand your macros. It's going to help you see how your weight loss will affect your body as you go through the weeks and how easy it is to set up. So with that said, let's get started. And the first thing you need to do is to create an account. And I'll have a link in the description below where you can click. It's a one click to the subscription. And what you do is you enter your information. So once you do that, you'll have your email, your password, and then you have your subscription. As you can see, mine is free with ads currently. And a thing I like to do is I like to put the email a reminder if I forget to put in my data. So every day I like to put my stuff somewhere around dinner time. And if I forget, I can put it at 7 o'clock or 8 p.m. for the system to send me an email if I forgot to enter my information. So if I did enter my information, it will be all set. If I forget, I will receive a quick email saying you forgot to put in your information. So once you have your account created, what you do after that is you set your profile. Again, very simple. You enter your data as of today before you start. So put in your sex, your birth date, and then the BMR function, leave it at this one, the default. And the activity level, I suggest sedentary, that's most people. If you're going to the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week, then you could put light activity. If you have a really demanding job, I'm talking really demanding, then you could put moderate. And if you're a pro athlete, to put active. Other than that, just leave it at 0.2. Current weight, you put that in, your height either in inches or centimeters. Body fat, that's an approximation. You could put whatever you want on there. So I'll put 23, put that in, it changes that. Now the BMI is set in function of your height and your height and your weight. So that's set automatically for you. Then next step is to set your targets. Now, depending on the style of program you're on, this is where you want to set your targets. I am a keto, or I used to be keto. Now I'm just low carb. I don't really care about the macronutrients. I just eat low carb daily, and that's enough for me. My targets are 25 net grams of carbs per day. Most days when I'm on a regular day, I'll stick around that. Some days I cheat, I'm way over, but on average, I'm sticking very close to 25 grams of carbs, and I'm very good with that. I'm fat adapted now. I'm not craving sweets. I'm not craving bread. I'm not craving rice. So I don't need that many carbs. Now, if you want, you can go with net carbs or total carbs, or you could go through the ketogenic calculator if you want to use that, or if all you want to do is check your macros, you can do that as well. So for me, I use the fixed values and I leave everything as is, and that you can change 25, 30, it's up to you. This part I leave alone. I just track the calories, and I don't even track the calories. It's just a kind of mental barrier to see where I am, but I eat when I'm hungry, and I don't worry about the rest. By eating low carb, it's um, it's good enough. So here is my current weight, my goal weight, and then the goal timeline. Um, when I did this last year, when I lost 50 pounds, I used 1 pound a week. And I found that after the initial first 2 or 3 weeks, when you lose a ton of weight, the rest after that will taper off at 1 to 2 pounds per week, depending on your weight. Now, if you're really heavy, at first you might want to set it to 2 pounds. And then when it starts to slow down, and it will, it's sad, but it will, the body doesn't like to move that much past a certain point. So then you might want to go to a pound or even half a pound per week. But what this gives you, it'll give you a timeline on when you can expect to lose the weight. And when I did that last year in October, It told me that by about September, I'd reach my goal weight. So at that point, every time I step on the scale, all I had to do was take that number on the scale and come back to my progress to make sure I was on par. And I was. And it was really encouraging. And even if I had a day or two where the scales didn't move, I was close enough to my progress that I didn't mind, I didn't matter. So it went slowly down, down, down. And it was fun to see because this predicted it. And I was actually doing it. I was as it was going on. So you can see where your goal weight is and what your goal date should be. And you set that and you do everything to reach that, and then you celebrate when you get there. And I did that by celebrating. I had a huge steak and I bought myself new jeans, size 30. I hadn't worn 30s since high school. So you set your progress right here. So once you have that, the other things you can have is fasting. If you're doing intermittent fasting or fasting, that is a gold option. And same with the display option. Those are upgrades that you don't need at first, but if you want to really get deep into it, take the gold option. It's really affordable. And then you can add your fasting and your display. As far as devices, you can track almost any device out there. You just click on them and it will help you connect, whether it's a Fitbit, Google, Apple, or the other ones. Um, just follow the instructions once you click on connect. And sharing, if you want to share your details with your friends, professionals, or research facilities, there's a couple of research facilities that are using this as well. We use that with our client, with our group at 1 Month No Carbs. It's important to do that at first. When you first set up, you understand what you're eating first, and then you can change it. And that's what I'll show you exactly what to do next. So once you've set your profile and you have your targets ready, then we go into the diary. And each day you can add your food, your exercise, your biometrics, and it's more than just weight. You can add, if you're a height change and you want to monitor your heart rate, your blood glucose, your body fat, your ketones, all that. You can measure that, and you just put in the number, you click add, and it'll be added to your daily diary. You can add exercise and you can add a note. So if you have a special note for the day, you can put that in as well. So for people who start or about to start their diet, what I recommend to do is for them to enter what they are eating currently and to see what kind of data comes back. Now, I strongly believe that good fat is good for us. So the scaring people with fat, that's over. It's been debunked, and people are using keto and high fat diets to prove that completely wrong. The important thing to understand is the carb level. Carbs are sugar. There's no other words for that. If you look for the definition of carbs on the internet, you will see carbs are sugars, starches, and fiber. That's it. Carbs are sugar. And that's why we're overweight and obese. We eat way too much carbs. And that's what I did for many years. And when I stopped listening to what my doctor told me to do, and I listened to another doctor who told me stop eating carbs, he was right. I lost the weight because I lost the cravings for sugar. I lost the cravings for bread. I lost the craving for pasta, for rice, for potatoes, and I was able to lose the weight. Now I can eat carbs again because I'm not addicted to them. But if I eat too many of them, I crave them again. So I really monitor the amount of carbs I eat. But if you do that for a couple of days before you start your diet, adding the food, you'll see here. And this one, I just added food at random, stuff I used to eat, right? Or I eat today. So I added, and when you click on each one of them, you see the values change. So a coffee, 6 calories, there's nothing in coffee. Mushroom omelet. Now that's a special custom recipe. I'll show you how to do that. So you get all the nutritional information on recipes you create yourself. Then you can add exercise, like this was walking 30 minutes, didn't do much. Green tea, a Subway sandwich, as you can see, very high in carbs. New York strip for dinner, high in fat, high in protein, asparagus. a little bit of protein and carbs, brown rice, more carbs, and then a glass of red wine, some more carbs. So this total for the day was 1,300 calories. Now, people say, mind your calories. I don't care about calories. It doesn't matter. If you stay below your carb level, you will lose weight or you will maintain your weight. Now, if we look at the fat here, supposedly it's got 22 grams of fat and it's somehow in red. I don't buy that. But here, if you look at the carb count, it's 76 grams of carbs. That's almost 20 teaspoons. And there's nothing sweet on there. Absolutely nothing sweet. But I'm eating almost 20 teaspoons of sugar. So that's where the carb lie goes. So you put that in. How you put those in, I'll show you if we did today. So I'll remove everything. To remove something, you just right click on it and you click delete. Same thing. And you can delete everything, whether it's a biometric, exercise, or a note. So to add food, you have all these categories here. All food is just all, you start typing. Let's say you want apple. And you'll have apple juice, fried apple, apple crisp, apple Betty, apple drinks, apple spice, pickles. So it all shows up. And if you want apple pie and then you want to say McDonald's, just by adding more letters, you'll see that McDonald's baked apple pie is here. And then you can add that. I've added one apple pie. You can choose also from your favorite. Here I have my bagel. I'll add that as well. And the way you add a favorite is when you have it here, you right click and then you view the elements. And when you see the title right here, that little star will add it to your favorites. Now, if I go back and I add foods, my favorite now has the McDonald's apple pie. Common foods is foods you search often or add often. So when you use foods often, they become your common foods. Supplements, it's vitamins, minerals, fish oil, Ensure, almost everything else, shakes and stuff like that, Slim Fast, they have that as supplements. Brands, same thing. If you're looking for Kellogg's, you start typing the letters, Kellogg's will all show up. So whether it's Kellogg's, General Mills, or any other brand you know of, start typing. Restaurants, again, Sbarro, they're all here. Applebee's, Arby's, Applebee's. All you have to do is start typing, and you'll find your restaurant. Wendy's and all that, they're all there. And then the custom ones, you create your own recipes. And to do that, you come to in the foods, and you have your custom recipes. As you can see, I have a mushroom omelet and a bulletproof coffee recipe. And the ingredients are right here at the bottom. And you can remove ingredients, or you can add ingredients. Right here, I've just removed one. And you can create new recipes. Save this one, I saved this, and the mushroom omelet. So I've created a mushroom omelet using 3 eggs, 2 slices of Swiss cheese, and mushrooms, 3 medium mushrooms. Now this gives me the nutritional facts for that recipe. So 1 full recipe. Now if I use 6 eggs and I made a frittata and all that, you can add serving size. And that way, let's say you split that in 2, then it would become 2 serving size. But now I only have 1, so it tells me the fat, the carbs, and so on and forth, and the calories on the nutrition label. You have the old one now, but now they're trying to default to the new nutrition fact. Again, this is a lie. They want you to focus on calories and not on sugars and added sugars. I want to show you something by what I mean. Fruit Loops. There's nothing good about Fruit Loops whatsoever. It's basically a bowl of sugar. Come on, add it up. All right, now if we go into the selected foods and we go to the new nutrition fact, they say, wow, a bowl of Fruit Loops is only 107 calories. good for you. And then they say it's got no added sugar. How do you make a food that sweet without adding sugar to it? I don't know. But it has 12.4 grams of sugar, which is 3 full teaspoons. And it has 25 grams of carbs, which is basically 6 teaspoons of glucose. So this is meant to deceive the people. This is meant to lie to people. So this is how you use it. You have help if you need help. They have you can get a professional, contact support. They have a university where you can use it more. They have blog with great articles and a manual. So this is what I use daily, and there's some functions on it that make it really easy. Let me get this down for a second. If you click on here, you can mark your day as complete. You can copy the previous day, copy the current day, copy selected items, delete items, so on and so forth. You can clear your day, and all you do is you do that. And if you wanted to repeat this day, you click on that and you copy current day, come here, copy previous day, and it's the same as the day before. And then you say, well, today I didn't walk, but I ate basically the same thing. It makes it really easy. You can access this from your phone, from a tablet, from your computer, from anywhere. So it's really easy to use. So I'm glad that you stuck to the end. If you need help with this, let me know. Put a comment in the description below and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.